Hi there everyone, Megan Clark, CEO Clark Financial, just tuning in for your regular update here. Wanted to touch base with you all. I know there's a lot going on in the world and the news and with Wall Street, with inflation, with prices rising, especially at the pump. And so I wanted to touch base a little bit to give you a few tips to make sure that we're helping you as much as we can in any way possible to make those dollars last longer. So if any of you would like the free booklet that we have, it's really great, has a lot of great information in it. It's called Inflation and Your Retirement. Are you prepared for rising costs? And so we can go ahead and get this out to you. Just let us know after the video today. There are a lot of things going on as far as inflation. A lot of us have been pretty spoiled for several years because inflation hasn't been as large as it has been in decades past. So just to give you an idea, I know everyone's thinking, well shoot, my cost of goods have been going up every single year. Well, this is the average inflation rate from 1971 until the end of 2021. So just to give you an idea, back in the 70s, inflation was a lot higher. Now, inflation, the average measure, typically doesn't include energy and food, and so those are the two of the largest that we're especially feeling today. Even though inflation, we do see that it's up 5% in 2021. Now we're looking at 7.98+% in 2022. So let's give it some dollar amounts just to make it real for everyone to understand. If you went to go buy a dozen eggs back in April of 2001, it would have cost you 93 cents. Back in, this report is accurate as of April of 2021. That same dozen eggs would cost you $1.40, so $1.40, and today we know it's even higher. And then grocery milk. So back in 2001, that gallon of milk would cost $2.88. And back at the end of April of 2021, as of this research report, $4.35. And I know each and every one of you are thinking, well, today those numbers are even higher. So what can we do? Well, the first thing that we can do is we can make sure that our hard-earned dollars that we work so hard to save are working for us. So my number one question to each and every one of you is think about your retirement portfolio, your savings accumulation portfolio, what's in it. Do we have any lazy money? And what do I mean by that? Lazy money meaning that it's not keeping pace with the rate of inflation. So I don't mean stock market assets, because obviously those are down year to date, and last year they were up a bunch. But I mean your savings accounts. What are they earning? Are they earning at least 3-4%? If not, it's a reason for you to give us a call so we can put that money to work for you. And we want your emergency fund to be in that savings account that unfortunately is going to be earning less than 1% today. But can you even make your savings account work a little harder? If you're using a brick and mortar savings bank like Wells Fargo or Bank of America or one of those brick and mortar regular savings accounts, you can actually make your emergency fund work harder for you by moving to an online version of bank. So TD Bank owns Ally, they have online savings. Capital One has a brick and mortar section and the Capital One online. And those online savings accounts are on average gonna earn you about 0.5% more per year. I know we're not talking breaking the bank here, but every penny counts, especially in a rising interest rate and inflation environment. So key takeaways, obviously inflation erodes our purchasing power. So what does that mean? Well, that dollar that you own, it goes a lot less as far as groceries go, etc. And so how can we make some changes in our lives to make sure that we're not getting into a situation where we're at the end of the month, we've overspent on our credit card and we're unable to pay that from our savings, from our income. So really important to just keep in mind, to keep an eye on those expenses. If you're not using a current software tool to track expenses, go ahead and get access to ours. As a current client, you get complimentary access to that. We'll go ahead and give your friends and family members complimentary access for 12 months as well. That tool is really great. You can link your credit cards, your bank accounts, and you can see inside that software, you can link everything and see, what am I spending on a monthly basis on eating out or gasoline or groceries or clothes, and where can I be more intentional with my spending? So it's not necessarily always, let's not spend, but as offices are opening back up, going to happy hour, catching coffee with a friend, all of those expenses are going to add up. And so we just want to make sure that we're definitely on top of what we're spending so that we can make sure that we're making those dollars that we're earning work really hard for us. And like I said, if you have lazy money, let's put it to work. So make sure your emergency fund is earning 0.75 to 0.8%. You can get those at the online savings rates. And then anything above and beyond 3 to 6 months of expenses, if you have pretty steady income, it should be working harder for you than that. So we need to make sure that it's earning 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7% to make sure that we're not losing money to the rate of inflation. Because if your money is only earning X and inflation is Y, then we're losing money to the rate of inflation. So really important to think about every single dollar, how it's being allocated and how it's being spent. There are tools today that you can get access to if you're an accumulation client that are principally protected. They're not going to go down in value, and yet you can earn that 3, 4, 5, 6% over time. So let's keep an eye on that and kind of see if that's a good option for each and every one of you. And then if you're closer to those retirement years, understanding that building up some kind of pensionized income stream is really important, meaning that we have some kind of guaranteed income. And let's also build in some of that guaranteed income that has some kind of inflation, meaning that over time that income is going to go up. Because a lot of you that are right now collecting pension or Social Security, you're definitely feeling the squeeze from the rising cost of goods. So let's make sure that we're doing everything that we can to make those dollars work for you. If you have any questions about how to make your money work harder for you, if you have any lazy money, or any questions about inflation in general and how it may impact your financial plan, definitely reach out to us. We can give you that workbook and give it to friends and family, whatnot. We're here to help any way that we can. Like I said, tracking expenses is a great way to stay on top of inflation and make sure that everything is headed in the right direction for you. Everyone be well, and we'll tune in next month. Thank you.